Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're back with another one. So this video
with a banger, fire, flame, explosion.
If I figure out how to do all that. Listen, we have food.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all know, we got the same clothes on from the last video. We did the truth or drink first. So we got hungry and we decided we needed food. So
we got some JJ's chicken and fish.
Yes. Some chicken, some catfish, some fries. And let me show you this. You would think it was tartar sauce, right?
Nope.
This supposed to be coleslaw. I don't even eat coleslaw, but like, why would you even put this in there?
They tried it.
It's a dipping sauce.
They tried it.
Anywho, before we get into this mukbang, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and push the like button. Not the like button. Push the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel because we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Yes. So help us get to that mark, the 1,000 subscriber mark. And
hit the like button.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell. All of that.
We're just gonna jump straight on into the video, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna talk about is the rappers versus male rappers versus female rappers, in the industry. Because I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, right? So I was talking to one of my guy friends and I asked him hey, you listen to Meg Thee Stallion, you listen to Mulatto, what you think, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, they're too vulgar. So that's what we're going to talk about. Because if you really think about it, women don't even compare to what women rap about. It don't even compare to what men rap about.
Right.
It really, God, I can't open this.
One thing I'll say, as of recently, women like Cardi B, the City Girls, and Meg Thee Stallion, they really put that gangster, hood, trap, female rap on the map. And that's not to discredit Lil' Kim and Trina and women like Nicki Minaj and them who've been doing it from the beginning of time or the beginning of their time. But I think we have a bigger group of women rappers doing it now. And so it's more in your face. And so I feel like men are starting to get hella intimidated by it,
yes,
because it's more in your face. Where let's say when Trina was rapping, you had Trina, but you also had your neo soul and your R&B artists who kind of faded her type of rap out of the industry, kind of they overshadowed her a little bit, because it's I don't like Trina, so I'm gonna listen to such and such on the radio. But now when you cut the radio on, especially in Atlanta,
you got Meg, you got Cardi, right?
Day.
Sweetie, Mulatto.
Oh, Sweetie.
Everybody.
Yes. And I don't understand why they're intimidated. Because I feel like when you listen to men rap about getting money, getting women, having these kids, they rap about all of their stuff. They
bees and they hoes, they checks,
and women cars, rap about getting money, getting dudes, and living their life, spending their money on bags or having men spend their money on bags.
But it's such a problem when women
do it.
It's
really the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
There's an underlying issue here. That's the thing. Because y'all get mad. Men will feel some type of way that a woman likes to talk about her private parts and what they can make a man do. But when a man talks about them, it's oh yeah.
Right.
We're going to cheer him on. Oh yeah, I want to be like him. All this other type of stuff. A woman says that, oh, she's a hoe. Automatically off rip, she's a hoe. And it's
and I think I've always understood it, but when Cardi and Offset had Culture, it really came to light because they came together and had Culture together, right? But people were telling Cardi that she needed to monitor what she said in her videos, because eventually her daughter's going to be watching her music videos and listening to her music. Now, I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but if you're going to tell Cardi to monitor her music,
you gotta tell
why Offset don't have to monitor his music?
You gotta tell them the same
because
thing.
If they're rapping about the same thing, they use the same words, they're rapping about the same topics, you know, they're both equally, if not, you know, one more than the other, but they're both equally popping on the radio station. Why they not held to the same standard? Why does only Cardi now have to mute what she says because she's the mom?
Because exactly, it's always, you're about to be a mother, you need to set a certain standard, blah, blah, blah. And mind you, I'm not a mother, neither one of us are mothers.
Right.
But like, why do mothers have to act ladylike? Like, why is it a thing where it's like, oh, you need to cross your legs, dot your T's, what? Dot your I's, cross your T's. Like,
cross your legs.
That just don't make sense to me. Right. Like, if a woman got to cross her T's and dot her I's, the man should too. You don't need to be talking about all these hoes and women that y'all are getting with, and the people that y'all are shooting and killing and all the other stuff.
Right.
Set the standard for your children.
Exactly.
So your son don't grow up and Jesus. Your son don't grow excuse me, your son don't grow up and be like, oh, I'm trying to be like this, I want to do this, I want to FBs and get money and all this other stuff. Like, you want them to be respectable men, and you want your women or your daughters to be respectable women when they grow up. Let's hold everybody to the same standard. Yeah. Like, that's a problem.
It is.
I have a serious issue with that.
One thing that I don't like about the, like, just, I guess, celebrity life in general, when we look at men like Morris Chestnut or Michael B. Jordan or Lance Gross or whoever, and we're like, ooh, look at that fine man, like, ooh, he this and ooh, he's that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can admire a fine man because he's just a fine man. Right. But now when I see Meg and I'm like, yo, Meg is bad. Or, ooh, look at Cardi in that outfit. Cardi is bad. Why does it have to be sexualized? Right. If I can admire that a man is a handsome man just for his physical attributes, just because he's a handsome man in general, why does it now have to be like, oh, Meg is only fine because she got a big butt? Right. Or Meg is only fine because she put her titties out. Or, you know, whatever it is about the concept, like, it always becomes a sexual thing when you're talking about women. Because it's some things that I could say about these celebrity men's, because I done seen some of y'all's things on Twitter. But it's never about that.
It's never an issue, because women, I feel like as women, we don't have a problem like glorifying the things that are sexualized in life. It's like, okay, everybody has these body parts, whatever. We all have it. We've all seen it, whatever. Like, let's just give everybody their cahoots cahoots? That's not the right word.
No, cahoots is like when we plotting on something.
Yeah, give them their praises. I don't know.
Yeah, their praises.
Give everybody their little whatever they deserve and keep it moving. But like, men, when it comes to that same situation, they're like, she's a hoe. No. Yep. Why you got your titties out? You need to be better. You need to act like a lady. No, why are you cursing? You shouldn't be talking like this. It sets a bad example. Blah, blah, blah. You're supposed to be acting like why? If you can't act like that, why should I act like that?
Exactly.
Like,
because that's like when WAP came out.
Girl.
Folks was up in arms. Like, that was the first time they had ever heard a woman talk about their vagina. Right. Like, I'm sure with me saying vagina, it's hella of y'all sitting behind the camera like,
why did she say that?
I got a vagina. You know what I'm saying? It's natural. So I don't understand how a woman rapping about what her vagina, her private parts, her like anything. Even if she was rapping about how her long hair gets her X, Y, and Z. Once a woman becomes rapping about it, once a woman starts rapping about it, she's a gold digger, she's a whore, she's a home wrecker, she's a this, that, and the third. But men like Tyrese come on here, and Tyrese been singing to us since the 90s about what that thing do. And ain't nobody ever been mad at Tyrese for rapping about this. Or not rapping, he sings.
Right.
But singing about this. But they're talking about the same thing.
Exactly.
Like, they are literally talking about the same thing.
It's a double standard.
It's a double standard. And it needs to go away. Like, it's 2020. I don't understand why we're even still having this conversation in 2020. Like, if a man wants to talk about what... That's like, no. You know what's a good example? Do you remember when they drugged 21 Savage through the mud when him and Amber Rose were together and he stopped kind of making like that real street rapper? Did you ever listen to 21 Savage like that? No? It's okay. When 21 Savage and Amber Rose were together, he kind of took a break from like the real trap rap that he was making, and his music was more like...
Sappy?
Not even sappy, but it just took a different turn. Like, he was still rapping about, like, running the streets and stuff like that, but it wasn't as hardcore as he was going before. And people said that she had made him soft. And it's kind of like, but why he got to be soft now? Because he just toned it down a little bit.
Right.
But you get the flip side of a woman who goes from making her little R&B music, and now she wants to step out into the game, and she wants to make a little bit more hardcore music. And now she all kinds of names under the sun, and why is she doing that? And she has kids at home, and what are her kids gonna think? But why does it even have to be that? Like, I don't get it. Everybody should be able to talk about what they want to talk about, live the lifestyles that they want to live, you know, influence their kids to do whatever, and it ain't none of our business.
I think it's crazy because one thing about like what female rappers talk about, like Cardi, she'd be like, oh, y'all always be complaining, but when I talk about my body parts and all that, but what's the number one song? What's hitting, what's charting on the charts? Like, y'all don't like when I talk about, oh, I'm in love. Like, what was the one song where she was talking about how she was mad at Offset?
Oh, Be Careful?
Be Careful. Y'all didn't like Be Careful because she started singing. She was talking about her feelings. But when she started talking about WAP and all that other stuff, it was like, oh my God, Cardi. Y'all was praising Cardi, but y'all was bashing Cardi at the same time. So it's like...
What do y'all want?
Yeah, like, what do you expect? If a woman wants to be... Not to say that this is the only way that they can be great, but if a woman wants to be great out here, thinking like, okay, as a female rapper, thinking in that mindset, if I talk about this, if I talk about what I can give, what I have to offer, all this other stuff, everybody can relate. But everybody won't like it. But this is what's going to make me the most money. If this is what's going to make me the most money, why would I not talk about it? But y'all are also going to complain about this more than anything else. If I talk about my emotions, y'all going to be like, oh, Cardi can't rap. She ain't got no bars, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But I start talking about my body, it's like, oh, Cardi can rap, but she just a little bit too nasty for me. Yeah, like, make up your mind. What do you really want?
No,
honestly, because I ain't got time. That kind of stuff annoys me, and it's like, I ain't a rapper. I'm not in the category, but it's like, as a woman, I see it. Like, y'all, the double standards are annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
because what I think a lot of people fail to miss, and why it hits home for a lot of women before it hits home for men, is like, when we see the over sexualization of hip hop and rap, it reflects back to, she wore that short skirt, so she asked for it. I think a lot of it relates to rape culture, or, you know, just harm to women culture as a whole. People would be, perfect example. When Meg and Tory Lanez had their whole issue, that's still going on. Everybody was quick to be like, well, Meg raps about X, Y, and Z, so she was most likely coming at him sideways. You know what I'm saying? Meg don't sing R&B, so it ain't no way that she was innocent in the situation. Right. When why does that have anything to do with the situation?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I rap about my private parts and I rap about how I'm a boss and I'm a this, that, and the third, does not mean a man can still not put me in a position to feel inferior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a man, some of y'all don't realize it's a lot of things y'all can say or do or, you know, whatever, that still puts us in a position of vulnerability. So y'all took Meg and dehumanized her and made her feel like she wasn't the victim because she rapped about her WAP.
Right.
And that don't make no sense. Because on the flip side, folks wasn't making Tory Lanez seem like no weak man because he sing about how he falling in love and how he loved this and he... Nobody didn't do that, but that's all he sings about. So why is it on the flip side that now Meg she can't be the victim because she raps like a powerful woman?
Right.
That don't make no sense. That situation really blew me. I don't know none of the facts, but it was the fact for me that people took Megan's voice away and didn't care about her story regardless of what the truth was.
Yeah.
Because they had formed this opinion about her.
Yeah.
To where I was
that.
like, Tory is canceled. Because as a man, you should have stepped up and been like, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at her sideways. It was we might be beefing, but y'all don't need to come at her that way. But he let them take what they have, the opinions that they have formed, and he let them run with that.
Yep.
And that's why I was like, nope, I'm Team Meg. Not because I'm a woman, but because I see how the world takes a powerful woman and tries to drag her through the mud because she's a powerful woman.
Yep.
Not going for it.
I agree with that.
Yep.
Because without even knowing the complete story, like, I listened to Tory's, what was it? I don't know. He went live on Instagram. Yeah. I listened to that and I was like, okay, you got your point. She got her point. Like, you got to listen to every aspect of every detail, but you still don't know who's telling the truth. You don't know what's going on. But at the end of the day, y'all want to talk about Meg when she was shot in her foot. Y'all want to make jokes about that stuff. Like, domestic violence is never something to play about. Like, I don't care if it's somebody who's in the limelight, somebody who's in the trenches, and y'all don't know who they are.
Yep.
It's never something to, you know,
Peep on it.
Yeah, like, make jokes about. It just, I don't see how people can take that and be like, oh, Meg must have asked for it. Oh, they did this because of Kylie. They did this because of her best friend. Like, regardless of why he did it,
he still did it.
Yeah, like, she still got shot in her foot. So why is it funny? Why are we laughing at her pain?
Yep. Like,
I feel like, and like, kind of shifting that subject, as women, we got to do better. Because there's a lot of women who were coming at Meg and were like, oh, she should have been doing this. Maybe she was doing this. Maybe she asked for it. Maybe she was egging him on. I don't give a damn if I could have said the most, like, tore him down to pieces.
Yeah.
That don't give you the right to shoot me, to put your hands on me, to none of that.
Right.
Like, people always want to make excuses for the men.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, she probably asked for it. She probably likes it rough. She probably does this and that.
No.
It doesn't make sense to me. None of that ever makes sense to me. The people who think like that, y'all are sick. Because they're like period. Yeah, like,
yeah.
The fact that you can ever put the blame on somebody who's, y'all like to say, oh, she's playing the victim. If she's playing the victim, there's a reason why. Like, people don't just play the victim just because, oh, like, let me try to get some clout. It's not about clout. Especially when it comes to some kind of violent situation.
Ain't nobody in this world getting shot in their foot off of no clout,
right?
Bro. Like, that's the point that I don't understand.
Especially for Meg, she was already popping. She was already big. WAP was already out.
But yeah, it was already out, and then bigger than Tory Lanez at the moment.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not saying as a whole, I'm not saying nothing like that.
Nobody was thinking about Tory.
Moment, nobody wasn't talking about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez hadn't dropped a project in a minute. Until he shot her. Now his Apple Music sales going up. iTunes downloads going up. Spotify, subscriptions and stuff going up. Because you put a bullet in this woman's foot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time, yes, her name is being circulated in the press, but it's negative circulation. they're circulating her name saying, well, you know, she was, like Alexis said, she was being aggressive. She had to have asked for it. She had to have egged him on to get shot in the foot. Meanwhile, people trying to go play back his music to see if he had said something last month about wanting to shoot somebody in the foot. It doesn't make sense.
Make it make sense.
Like, please make it make sense. Please. And at this point, like, I know that I know Meg has moved forward. I know he's still got legal stuff going on with whatever is happening, but like, you can tell a lot about a person in the way that they handle those situations. Meg didn't get on there bashing. She didn't dedicate a whole album to Tory. She didn't. Like, she got on live one time, whether she was drunk or not, because I think she was a little bit tipsy on that live, but she got on there, she told her story, and that was it.
Yep, she kept it
Tory
moving.
Lanez got on Instagram Live a couple of times, dropped the album, went on Twitter, did the whole 9 yards, talking trash about it. Now, if that was two of my friends on social media, I'm about to be on the side with the person who kind of said what they had to say and went on about their business.
Right.
Because you're not boasting and you're not doing a whole bunch for social media. That says a lot about your character. I bumps with you. The one over there that's doing all the extra stuff, you obviously feel like you got a point to prove. You obviously feel like you got to fix your name, or you're trying to use the situation for clout. And that's why you doing all of this extra stuff. Like, it shouldn't be that. But yet, Megan's name was still the one that was being dragged through the mud.
Yep.
Like, because she's a female rapper. That just blows my mind.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
I have this conversation, well, when everything was like in the limelight, I had the conversation often because I was like, how can y'all feel okay with bashing somebody who's hurt? Regardless, if she punched him and he shot her in the foot,
that's two extremes.
Yeah, like, what gives you the right to shoot her in the foot?
Right. Punch her back.
Yeah. And as a man, like, the strength, men are naturally way more strong than women. So why would you take it to 3 notches up higher than what she took it to?
Yep.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. But y'all on social media, y'all love to make jokes, and I honestly think y'all say half the things y'all say for clout for yourselves. But like, when you think about it, is it worth it? Because if you were in that situation and you were the one hurt, you would be pissed if somebody was talking about, oh, ha ha ha, she probably did this, or she probably jealous of this person and this and that. Yeah. Like, come on now.
Knowing that it ain't the situation.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just to get some likes and some laughs.
Yeah.
You got 27 followers on, what is it, Twitter.
Right.
Like, come on. It just don't make sense. None of that makes any sense.
But it's sad because it's something that's been going on. It's something that's still going on. It's something that will probably continue to go on with no explanation. Because, like, the first two people that come to my mind when I think about, like, the past, and some of y'all out there watching might be like, the past, but, like, Biggie and Lil' Kim. Okay. Biggie was rapping about bitches and hoes. Money and women. Because I don't know. Money and women. Lil' Kim was rapping about money and men. But somehow, her message was sex, 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 and Biggie was manpower and male empowerment and black unity, and he the face of the street. Like, he got all of these titles, but none of which was player, none of which was Casanova, none of which was woman abuser, like, none of that. But Lil' Kim, she asked for it, you know, all she wants is the this and that. And when you compare men who rap about things like Biggie and women who rap about things like Lil' Kim, you see that the trend is not stopping. The heat is not letting up. Even though time is passing, Lil' Kim and Biggie was popping 25 years ago, before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? And now it's 2020, and we still having the same issues.
The same problems, right.
Like, I don't get it. Biggie was coming out in Gucci shirts. Lil' Kim was coming out in the Gucci outfits. Yet, Lil' Kim was a gold digger, and Biggie was about his money. Fast forward to 2020, and we got the city girls rapping about Birkin bags. Quavo rapping about buying his woman a Birkin bag, yet Quavo is a boss because he buying the woman a Birkin bag, but the city girls is, whatever, for getting the Birkin bag from the same man who, I just don't understand. I don't get it.
That Birkin bag situation, that's like a whole nother situation.
That is a whole nother situation.
But on like a shorter tip, get your bag, sis. Like, get your
Period.
Get your money.
However you see fit. Get it.
Because if a dude feels like you're worth buying that bag for, let him do it.
Exactly. Because my thing is, and the way I put it to my friends is, who am I for getting the bag, but who was he for giving the bag? Okay? If we're talking about me and whoever gave the bag, who am I for taking the bag?
You said something.
And who is he for giving the bag? Because if I'm a hoe, then what is he for giving a whole Birkin?
Okay.
Somebody answer that in the comment section down below.
Like, for real.
Because I'm not quite understanding. Because I saw people in Sweetie's Instagram comments, because she does like a Birkin, she got like this funny series she do where her Birkin bags be talking, right?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was like, well, that Birkin don't count because that's the one Quavo bought you for your birthday. Quavo bought her 2 Birkin bags for her birthday. But it's like, okay, he bought me 2 Birkin bags for my birthday.
Right.
I ain't asked for them. I didn't purchase them. It wasn't on no public wish list. Like, you got to put them things in advance. He dropped the money on the Birkin bags. So y'all are picking on me for earning a Birkin bag from my or not her husband, but from my man. But where are the people in his comment section wondering why he bought me the Birkin bag in the first place? Obviously, it's none of your business why he bought me the Birkin because he didn't explain nothing to y'all. He didn't explain it to nobody but his accountant, who said, send them couple $1,000 for that Birkin and make sure it's on my baby doorstep. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't get it.
That's real, though. That Birkin conversation, that's a whole nother conversation. Because y'all really be feeling some type of way about women trying to get their bag up. And whether they're using men or whatever the case may be, how can a woman use a man who is willing to be used?
Okay. That's the one.
Like,
that's the one right there.
Riddle me this.
That's the one right there.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
No.
You can't be used if you asked for it.
Yeah.
If you literally was like, if you do this, I'll buy you a Birkin.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
as long as it's within my standards that I set for myself,
right?
I'm gonna do it.
You offered me the Birkin.
Yep.
I got my Birkin, but now I'm the hoe. Make it make sense.
Yeah. And then the crazy thing is, you ever notice it's not the ones buying the Birkins calling the women hoes? It's always the other folks worried about their business. Like, Quavo ain't never hopped on there and said, yeah, I slutted my girl out for that Birkin.
Right.
No, that man enjoying whatever him and Sweetie doing behind closed doors.
Exactly.
And she's still getting them Birkins regardless.
Everybody with them Twitter fingers.
Yes. I don't
The people who don't have access to what she has be the people that be having everything to say.
Yeah.
Y'all be hating behind the doggone computer screen. But it's like, at the end of the day, if somebody came to you and was like, oh, if you do this, I'm going to give you a Birkin. I bet you everything. You at least think about it.
You know you going to do it.
Like,
because I'm going to do it.
Like,
oh, yeah.
You at least would consider that. So, like, don't be so quick to bash every female that be getting her bag. Like,
and I saw somebody on Twitter that was like, filter what Sweetie said about the Birkin bag through your tax bracket and you'll understand what she said. And basically, when she got on Instagram Live and she was like, I'm not dating no man unless he can afford to buy me this, that, and the third. It's like, okay, Sweetie, her tax bracket can afford a Birkin. Ain't nobody in my tax bracket making no Birkin bag money. But you making Michael Kors money.
Right.
Okay? So, if I'm doing X, Y, and Z, the least you can do is buy me a Michael Kors bag. That's filtering it through my tax bracket. And I feel like if it's an occasion, if it's Christmas, my birthday, a celebration, whatever, and you know that I'm a purse person, okay, the least you can do is buy me this bag, you know? Or if I'm a watch person, you know, or if I'm a sneaker person, a car person, a whatever person, filter it through your tax bracket, and I bet you will understand what these folks got to say.
Even if it's a gaming thing. All these men right now want the Xbox, the PS5, whatever it is that's new.
Exactly.
But guess what? If you got a problem with women getting whatever from you, you should have a problem with your women buying you an Xbox. That's right. Yeah. Because it's the same doggone thing.
Exactly. It's the same concept. Like, yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's a lack of men wanting to understand the opposite perspective. For the women that be out here bashing these women, I think it's a lack of self-respect and a lack of self-worth. Yeah. Because, like I said, it's not about being materialistic, but I know for Christmas I don't want no freaking hug. You can't wrap no hug and put that under the Christmas tree. You give that to me, love and attention and affection and all that stuff. That's a daily thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a gift, I have a standard that's set. You're not coming with no Dollar Tree gift. You're not coming, we better than that. You know? So I don't understand. The same way, like Alexa said, if you want a PS5 for Christmas, okay, a PS5 costs $500. That's 3 Michael Kors bags. So I better have 3 MK boxes underneath that Christmas tree. And I don't want to hear you complaining about only having one PS5. Because, baby, your PS5 costs as much as the 3 gifts that you bought me. Or, like, whatever the equivalency is. Like, you know, don't. Fellas, women, ladies, everybody watching, please. Take some time to really understand everybody's perspective before y'all hop on these social media platforms talking about this person is this person don't deserve that, I don't understand why this and that. Because a lot of times the 5 seconds it takes you to delete your post and read the article, you'll save yourself from looking like a butt. Yep. Like, you'll save yourself a lot of hurt in the long run from looking crazy and looking stupid and being judged by people because, like, educate yourself.
That be the main problem, though. They don't care for that.
I don't understand why.
At the end of the day.
Because I don't want to look like no fool on the internet at all.
It's the people with common sense, though, that don't be saying all that. Yeah. The folks who don't care, they just want a couple likes. They be quick.
For that clout. What
Cardi say? They want to like, they want to retweet.
Do anything for clout.
Okay?
Do anything for clout.
Like, for real.
Bitches is mad.
They just want to retweet. They want to like. They want something to help boost their page. But at the end of the day.
So that they can go get the Birkin bag, though.
Exactly.
Like, that's what don't make sense.
You doing all this work.
So that you could go
to get the thing that you hating on.
Yo. For real.
If we could make that make sense.
We would.
But we can't. Y'all make no sense.
No, at all. At all.
I have a French fry over there.
You always had a hole in your lip.
Like, for real.
But yeah. That's how we feel about the over-sexualization. I can't even speak.
Sexualization.
The over-sexualization of women, rappers, music makers, artists, painters, the whole 9. Yep. This
video is like 34 minutes. We're gonna see what we can pull it down to. So
we was rambling.
But we had a lot to say.
We did.
And honestly, I feel like it was a good topic to talk. What is that? It was I felt like it was a pretty good topic to talk about. Yeah. So listen, if you feel some type of way about anything that we had something to say, if you feel some type of way about anything that we said something about, that's what it is.
There we go.
Drop that in the comment section. I'm like, that didn't make sense.
I had to run it back.
But plus 2 is 3.
That part.
But yeah, drop your opinions and your comments in the comment section below. I want to know what y'all have to say about this topic. What y'all got to say. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Jazz's channel. All the social media links will be in the description box down below. Yes. So make sure you hit those up. And yeah, I think that's it. That's it.
I think so.
That is
If y'all want to see us do any more mukbangs, make sure y'all put the topics in the comment section because we likes to eat. I don't eat a lot, but I likes to eat. Okay?
I do eat a lot.
So leave those down below. Yes.
Yeah.
But that is it.
We'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.